Well, I'm not in Sholo anymore, obviously. The trees have long disappeared. I am in Holbrook, which is the county seat of Navajo County, which Sholo is a part of. Oh, I'm glad there's a good little bit of a wind, because it's pretty dang warm up here. It's a lot warmer than Sholo. Holbrook, Arizona. We'll fight these dinosaurs. They've got like a little dinosaur thing. I haven't been able to find it yet. I don't think I'm going to be looking for it today. I just want to relax. So, I am in Holbrook. Question is, why am I in Holbrook? I'm going to go sit in the Explorer so we don't have all this wind, because I don't even know if you'll be able to hear me. Yeah, this has got a little dog park here. That's what this is. Got a little running area for the dogs. That's pretty cool, actually. You know, for people traveling, because this is kind of a touristy area at times because of the petrified forest and stuff. So, alrighty. Oh, man. I'm going to see if I can set this up here so I won't be shaking it. Okay. I don't know if I'm in the camera or not centered, but anyway. Shoot. I need to roll these windows down some more and let that breeze come through here, because it is freaking warm. Yeah. Come on, breeze. Yeah, that does feel better. Oh, anyway. I'm sure you're probably asking, what am I doing in Holbrook? And in spite of my previous protests of what I said I would rather do, is that I'm at the point right now where I maybe have the money for the motel 1 or 2 more nights, and then that's it until I get paid on the 3rd of June. So, I know I said before that I'd rather die in the wilderness than go to a shelter. After having almost died in the wilderness and having to get chopped open, yeah, I think I'm going to take my chances with the shelter, because I don't have money for. I mean, I may have money for water, but first of all, I can't camp. They won't let me camp. Now I could probably find somewhere up here to camp, but there's really not much to choose from, because I've already investigated that. That's why I ended up down in Sholo, because there's nowhere up here to camp. But I'm back in the desert, obviously. Back in the desert. About 50 miles from my property. So that's kind of interesting. It's 50 miles to Chambers, from here. It's 50 miles to Sholo from here. But, you know, I was hoping that they could help me in Sholo, but it's basically the same situation as I had in Payette, where all I can do is get on a waiting list, you know, and who knows when something will open up, you know. In the meantime, I don't have the money for, you know, however many weeks of motels it would take before I would get a place to live. I'm still on the waiting list, so there's always the possibility they may contact me or whatever. But there's a and this is actually a place that one of the social workers, when I was still at the at the hospital in Sholo, came in and told me about this place. It's called the Bread of Life. I can't think of what it's called now. But basically, it's kind of a rescue mission. It's a shelter. And they don't turn anybody away, which is more than I can say for a lot of places. And they said, well, you know, if we don't have a bed, you know, we can always just put another mat on the floor. But I've got my own bed, so, and I'm going to use it because it's got a sleeping pad, and I'm still hurting quite a bit. And it hurt. It was 50 miles to drive up here, and I'm pretty sore. I can't wait to lay down. So I haven't gone over there yet. It's not too far from here. It's just basically down and go down this road. And it's Bread of Life. God, I can't think of the name of it. It's got a specific name, but it's Bread of Life. Basically, Bread of Life rescue shelter, rescue mission, whatever you want to call it. It's Christian run, and you know, from what I've read about it, it's pretty good. But anyway, I can go there, have a place to sleep without having to rustle a tent and do all that. I'll get fed. You know, and also too, they provide some programs where maybe I can get, you know, back into the workforce. And I'll have to say one thing about being up here. Holbrook is the county seat, as I said. And there are quite a few more jobs up here. In fact, they've actually got a couple of openings for dispatcher, which, right up my alley. The only thing is, the only thing that, and it's not going to stop me from applying, but the only thing that makes me a little nervous is the fact that, you know, that I'm homeless. I don't know if they're even going to take a look at me, being that's the case. But, you know, if it's meant to be, the Lord will open it up, you know. They've got a couple of dispatch openings up here that are in Holbrook. They don't have a dispatch down in Sholo area. So, you know, there are some advantages. There's some other jobs too that I've looked at, like on Indeed and actually government, you know, websites like Navajo County websites and stuff like that. They've got another one that I don't know how much of a chance I'd have of it, but they've got an opening right now for justice clerk with the Justice Court. Now, I don't know, again, you know, being homeless, I don't know if they would take me seriously or not. But I think the fact that I used to work for the U.S. Attorney's Office, my law enforcement background, I would think that would weigh pretty heavy, you know. It's just a matter if, you know, if they look at me and go, oh, this guy's homeless, I ain't going to mess with it. You know, I don't know. So, but I'm still going to apply. It's not going to stop me from applying. It didn't cost anything to apply, you know, and let's say it was to work out. I mean, the job starts out pretty good pay, you know. It starts out probably close to 40,000, which is not bad, you know, especially for this area, because the cost of living here is pretty low from what I've seen. The in fact, I should have come up here sooner. I'd have saved more money, because I was looking at some of the, just out of curiosity, I was looking at the difference in costs. I was looking at what the motels cost. God, a lot of them are like, there's some, you know, we're talking, you know, like Quality Inn, Days Inn, you know, a lot of the you know, oh, the Green Tree Inn, which I stayed at in Lakeside, and looking at some of the prices, you know, there's like some of it, $25 a night, $38 a night, with $46 with taxes. It's like, we're talking almost like half the price of, you know, the motels in Show Low. And, you know, I was just watching this redhead just pulled up with she's got her little, oh no, I guess she's just throwing garbage away. I guess she doesn't have a dog, just garbage. But you know, half the price of what they cost in Show Low. You know, of course, the scenery here ain't like it is in Show Low by any means. You know, this is desert. I mean, not a whole lot of difference between here and Payette, to be honest with you. You know, this is probably a little more deserty than Payette, but not really a whole lot different than that area there. You know, just basically fields and sagebrush, not a lot of trees. You know, so yeah, one thing about here though, it's like really borders on like reservation land, and so you've got a lot of moochers. I've already been mooched off of twice. Guy comes up, acts, hey, how you doing? You know, I already know what's coming. You know, could you spare a little change? And I'm like, dude, I'm as poor as you are poor. You're barking up the wrong tree. You know, yeah, I'm lucky I have a vehicle that's, I think it's on its last legs. It's squeaking and squawking, and every time I turn a corner it's squealing, and every time I hit a bump it's squeaking. You know, so I don't want to be traveling too much. That was a nice drive up here today. It really was. You know, the thing that really bugs me is you used to be able to go for a just a casual, slow Sunday drive. Now everybody's in a freaking hurry. You know, I'm just driving along at the speed limit, just enjoying the scenery and watching the topography change, and just, you know, having a relaxed drive up here. And luckily there's a lot of passing lanes, because people are just, it's like everybody's in such a hurry. It's like unreal, you know. It's like on a Sunday, you know. It's like, it's after church, so we know you're not in a hurry to get to church. But yeah, I'm like right now I'm sitting. This is right along the main highway coming into Holbrook. I already kind of went downtown, looked around, I tried to find that dinosaur thing, but didn't really find it. So I know it's down there somewhere, because Holbrook isn't that big. It's only about 5,500 people, so it's not. It's, you know, probably a third of the size of Show Low, but yet it's the county seat. But yeah, so far it's just pretty much desert, and you know, I don't know. It's not anything to write home about, but you know, there's some things to see and do around here, and I'm not going to have any money to do much, but what's kind of cool is that, and reading some of the what they do there at the mission, at the Bread of Life, is they provide a lot of opportunities for the people there to, they'll throw a bunch in a bus or something and go to the gym or go here or go there, kind of like little excursions, or field trips, we used to call them in school, right? Little field trips, and you meet new people. You never know, like I say, it's a Christian-run organization, so you never know what I might be able to do there to help. That would be one of the things I'd be looking at, is to see how I could be used to help in some way, and maybe even teach some class. Who knows, But anyway, like I say, I totally retracted what I said earlier because, yeah, I found out I actually would not rather die in the wilderness. That was not good. But yeah, it's a little warm. There's a lot of convenience stores down here. There's Circle K's and other things, other fast food places. I might stop and get me something to drink because my mouth is starting to get real dry. And I have a bottle of water in here, but it's like probably 100 degrees. And warm water, it just does not do a thing for me. Some ice water would be good if I could find some ice water somewhere. But I might like stop at a Circle K or whatever down here and get a fountain drink with a bunch of ice in it that I can suck on afterward. Keep my mouth from getting all parched. Because right now it's like cotton mouth. So anyway, I hope I haven't bored you to death, but anyway, that's what's going on. Yeah. Oh. I'm just glad there's that breeze, because if there wasn't that breeze, I would be like, oh yeah, yeah. You can kick up all you want, as long as it isn't blowing dust in my face and making me cough. I'm cool. But yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I haven't checked like the rent prices or whatever here, but if they have, and that's something that I'll check, when I go to the shelter, they'll have a lot of information there because they've got some other programs too about helping you get back on your feet and stuff like that. So, I'm sure that they'll have a lot of literature for me or whatever information. Plus, I have the stuff from the other literature that was given to me, and I think it actually has some numbers in Holbrook. I know it has the Bread of Life listed in the places for resources. So anyway, getting ready to run over there. I want to make sure and get there before dinner. Now I don't see any other option financially right now. I don't have the monies for motels. I can't go out and camp. I mean, even if they let me camp right now, I am not healed to the point where I can go out there. I won't have any problems sleeping on a cot because it actually is pretty comfortable. Now, I guarantee you it's more comfortable than any of the ones that they have there because I got my sleeping pad I can put on it and my pillow. So I'm hoping they let me use it. They may say, no. I'll just tell them, man, I can't sleep on the floor. Can't do it. There's no way, not as bad as I'm still hurting. You know, I'm doing a lot better. I'm healing, you know. And, but I'm still not in a lot of pain. But like right now, after sitting up like this, you know, and driving, you know, 50 miles or whatever, and then driving around town and stuff, it's like it hurts. I'm hurting. And I ain't got no more pain pills, so of course they didn't give me that many to begin with. But oh. Anyway, I may just kick my head back and try to take a snooze. I'm tired. So I will take some more video when there's some more things to take video of that you might find interesting. So yeah, I did a 180. But you know what? You know, I'm looking at I'm trying to look at the big picture, because if I can utilize resources, you know, if they can help me, you know, to get back on my feet, you know, I don't plan on staying in the shelter any longer than I have to. But you know, and I may absolutely despise it, but where else do I go? I don't have anywhere else to go. So until I get good enough where I could camp again. But I don't know. I don't want to have to do that unless I absolutely have to. Because it's just too much, you know. Unless I can get like a camper, like a pop-up camper. I've been looking through campers and RVs and stuff like that, but man, I tell you what, even for the old pop-up campers, they're like, the cheapest one I could find was like $4,000, and it was a piece of crap. There's no way I would even think about it. And then the next one up was basically the same camper, except a few years newer, and it was in good shape. And it was $6,000, you know, for a pop-up camper. So I don't know, you know. I just keep my eyes open, you know, and then if you spot anything, you know, if you happen to run across something that's, you know, I mean, not, you know, a million miles away, you know, but it'd be feasible for me to drive, you know, if you happen to run across anything, you know, that's, you know, somewhat local, you know, let me know. Give me a link or something, and I'll take a look at it, because that would be feasible. I could go somewhere, just pull up, park, don't have to go setting stuff up, other than maybe leveling the camper, which is not a big deal. But you know, I would rather get just a regular place to live. I would rather have, you know, be settled in one spot, not having to be moving around every 14 days, you know. So I'm just hoping things will work out, because, you know, this isn't fun. This is not fun. But continue to pray that I keep healing, you know. I need to really, really take it easy, because I've been, I don't know how I'm overdoing it, but I've done some things that have, you know, they haven't damaged anything, but it's just, the incision gets really, really super sore, and it hurts, and it's painful, you know. But I'm not going to be doing much more driving around, which will help. You know, I don't know what they're going to be doing there at the mission or whatever, shelter. But anyway, I need to shut up because I'll just keep rambling on. Especially as tired as I am, I'll just start going blah, 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 rambling. All right, keep praying for me. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later.